everyone, this is Lucy with another Fallout 76 camp tour and building tips and tricks video. I am on my main character Emily today. She is currently level 330. If you follow the path down from Vault 76 opposite Gilman Lumber Mill, you will see that there is a little mill pond. And with the addition of a Waterwheel in Fallout 76 in the Atom Store recently, I thought it'd be a nice idea to do a Watermill. So this is a video of that camp. There is one slight snag. Since the update on Tuesday in May 2020, the animation for the Watermill stopped working. It had only been out for a week and it's already broken. I will tell Bethesda. I'm not sure if anyone else has. I will tell them on Twitter later. I have had a couple of other friends try and build them in their camp and same problem. The idea behind this was scavengers find sort of a broken down mill house and try and do it up a bit. So it's sort of an industrial kind of vibe here. The pillars here, which are sunk into the ground with lanterns on, and also the pillars going up the side of the building were free placed. And the way to do that is to create a blueprint of two pillars together, and you can then place them wherever you want and remove the top pillar if you want. So that is how you do that. I used the wood mostly. There are these windows which come from the new house building set that came with Wastelanders. Again, Atom Store, I'm afraid. It is still available in the Atom Store at the moment. I did debate turning those windows round so that the brown was on the outside, but I kind of like the blue. This area is an outside area for eating and socialising. This came with the set with the Waterwheel. It is a bit like a bed in that if you sit down you get well rested. Bonus, it also heals you. I have put a cooking pot on the top so you can cook. This is Settler Forager, who tells you to call him Gramps. He is my current camp companion, and I thought I'd put his chair by the fire. I thought he'd like that. He is currently in an outfit as of this week, May 20th. You can dress your companions. I thought I'd put a hat on him to start with, and so I put the cowboy hat on him, and it did in fact take off all his other clothes. So he was wandering around in his very dirty underwear. He really needs a bath, to be honest. I think I should put him in the pond. So I've put him in this outfit as well. Although, to be fair, he was quite buff for an old age pensioner. Surprisingly buff. If you want to know where to get the cowboy hat, up on this ridge here. Is it here? No, sorry, it's here. Up on this ridge here, there is a table with, it looks a bit like a Mad Hatter's tea party. It's laid out with balloons. You can get across from Lady Janet's soft serve. And on this ridge here there's a table, and there are lots of hats, including the black cowboy hat. These crop tiles are from the settlers. If you do the bullion quest, you can buy these from the settlers when you get adequate reputation with them. They're quite useful. This is Houdini, my Brahmin. who I would say has been with me since the beginning, but she's died so many times I've probably replaced her about 300 times. She's been resurrected. Vending is still currently off, so my vendor is out, but it's switched off. This is the water wheel. There is actually an animation that makes it turn. You would think it would be a generator, but it's not. I had put a power conduit on it to make it look like it's generating electricity, but it's not. I'm hoping they will fix this, but because I build so much, they probably won't fix it in time for this camp, because I will probably end up building something else in a week or two. You may notice that I've got upper floors here attached to foundations. There is a trick for doing this, although it can be a little complicated. Basically what I did was I extended the foundations here and here, and I put down a ladder. Then, when you remove these foundations, you can attach upper floors on here. The only problem is, it's not a problem, but the only scary thing to start with is that you can't remove them. So, there is a trick for doing this. What you need to do, and I hope I've got enough, is you attach a ladder. I'm not sure that's actually that ladder, might need to go the other way. The ladder needs to be connected to these floors and also connected to an upper floor. And now you can remove them. Now, because I used the corner posts, I had to put a half floor over these to get those posts in the correct places, which meant that I had then had half floors sticking out the side. So I did this, I removed all of the floors again, and rebuilt it so that the posts would be in the right place. And I think I've got a problem is that I actually now have to take the whole thing off and start again. Which is fine. So here we go. The pillars will stay where they are. Take the ladder off. Then I can do that. Then I can do that. Then I can do that. Right, so I will give you a demonstration of how this works. I don't really have much choice now. Two foundations. Stairs down. Remove the foundations. It's worth bearing in mind that if you do mess this up, you have to start again. These can sometimes be tricky to put in the right places. And there you have it. This is an ammo machine. It makes ammo of your choice. And this comes from the raiders if you get sufficient reputation with them. I think you need the top tier, which is ally. Power armor station. Water purifier. I don't like my water purifier. I have so much water in my stash. Despite the... well, mainly because I build a lot and have to move. I stash loads and loads and loads. This is my radiation arch. I am running quite low at the moment because I want to take advantage of the unyielding armour. So let's go in the building. Again, it was sort of, I wanted a cluttered industrial feel, maybe, you know, a house that Scavers had built. So there's lots of eclectic things. Somebody once said that my builds were very tidy, so I've tried to be a bit more untidy. The wallpapers come from the Atom store. They came with the set that the Waterwheel came from. You can buy them individually and they're still available as of May the 20th, 2020 in the Atom store. I like the tile. I've used half walls to split this wall so you can put different wallpaper on. And the sort of fibre board or the MDF board or whatever you want to call it. There is no wallpaper on the window. Currently you cannot put wallpaper on wooden windows. You used to be able to, so I assume it's a glitch. I'm also aware that, as lots of people know about it, that Bethesda are probably aware but haven't fixed it. You can convert this wall to a different wall, put the wallpaper on and convert it back, but the wallpaper will disappear when you log in, so I haven't bothered. I kind of like the sort of scrappy feel. The curtains, again, are from the Atom store. They are still available. The rug comes from one of the Sheepsquatch original quest. If you go up to Grafton Station and look on the notice board, there is a little note about 2 girls that are missing, and it will take you up to Clarksburg, and there's a little quest there and you can get the plan for the picnic rug. These shelves decorated. There is a trick to doing this, and Wasteland Dovahkiin has actually produced a video this week explaining how to do that. A lot of the things on here are from the Atom store. The presents are actually from Nuclear Winter at Christmas. I don't often play Nuclear Winter, but if there's a plan I want, I will sit in the bush for a while. I'm not keen on PvP. I play to relax and I find it quite stressful, so when I play Nuclear Winter, despite the fact that I'm a good shot without fats, I do occasionally shoot the odd person, but I'd rather not. This is a sofa bed. I did try this with a different sofa. I thought I would try using the shelf technique of putting a rug underneath to get a sleeping bag on a different sofa. There's a yellow one that I prefer, but for some reason the rug would not go under a sofa, nor would anything else. So even the Sheepsquatch would not go under the sofa, so I've had to use that one. So Gramps sleeps there, because I don't really want him upstairs, he's not very clean. This is my workshop, all my workbenches. I do like the seedy shed door, it's very pretty. It's sort of industrial vibe, with all the sort of metal pillars. I carried on sort of the collection theme with lots of different things. I used the conduits to create a railing, because we have no metal railings in the game. We only have those horrible wooden ones, which frankly I can't stand. To do this, you put a table down and you line it up and you rest a conduit over the top, and then you can line up all your conduits and create a railing. I used the older beds with sleeping bags on. These sleeping bags came from Twitch. If you combine your Fallout 76 account with Twitch, you get free loot, free plans. So I did that. Poor Prince. He's all blue and glowy out in the wild, but he doesn't look very happy in a jar. I quite like the little noises he makes, so be nice if we could get a bigger terrarium for him. This was just a bit of fun, really. If you sit on this, you actually rest your feet on the tire, so it kind of works. So I like trying to combine new things all the time. It's the way we find out how to do tips and tricks, really, is just experimenting. The roof up here has a dormer. I had to put the middle roof pieces on first before I could get the dormer roof on. But it's fairly straightforward. 2 half walls, 2 slope walls. These pieces here, which are the insets. So it kind of looks more complicated than it is. The bathroom, fairly basic. I pretty much run out of build budget. I have heard from data mining that there is going to be a new bathroom set, but I haven't seen it yet. I do like the black tiles in the bathroom. I think they work really well. So this is my Scavengers Watermill. I kind of figure this is the sort of place Blue and Lucy would like to live if, you know, we weren't constrained by the Let's Play story, but so... And if the blueprints work, I would blueprint this camp. It's far too big. The blueprint system seems to only like blueprinting small things. I might try it, but... Or maybe I'll invite Blue over later. So this is my watermill. Sorry the watermill doesn't actually work. Please blame Bethesda. So that's all from me today. Thank you for watching.